Welcome. This is the B Interviews. This interview is brought to you by the B Broadcasting Commission and is sponsored by the York Castle Student Council Association. My name is Jenna Holness and I'll be your host for tonight. I will be conducting the interview. Here with me tonight is Miss Shakera Hyatt, a candidate vying for the position of treasurer. Hi, Shakira. Welcome. How are
Good
you
evening,
feeling tonight?
Jenna. Good evening, Miss Honest.
Good evening. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm fine. I'm good.
That's good. We love to hear it. Well, I believe this is a wonderful opportunity for the school populace to get to know you better, Shakira. Wouldn't you say?
Yes, I agree.
Like, glad to hear it. Well, we'll jump right in. My first question to you, Shakira. What would you say are your most admirable attributes?
Well, Miss Honest, I'm a very trustworthy, encouraging. Well, what can I say really? It is very hard for me to describe myself really, but I'm confident. That's one thing. I'm a very confident person. I'm a very fun person to be around. I have very strong leadership qualities. Um, as I said before, trustworthiness is very important to me. You can ask me to do anything for you, and that's a must. I'm very responsible also.
That's good. And I believe those are key in being a treasurer, right?
Yes, of course, of course.
Definitely. My next question, Shakira, what would you say are the essential functions of a treasurer?
Well, Miss Honest, a treasurer's role is to A treasurer's role is to ensure that all financial activities of an association, for instance a club, is being carried out carefully, right? You have to ensure that everything is happening. You have to be budgeting for the association. You have to ensure that, for instance, suppose they want to have a funding for something, a fundraiser for instance, you have to know how to handle their income and their expenses. It is vital. Treasuring is a very important role.
Definitely, it takes a lot of managerial skills and a lot of control. You have to know when to give, when not to give. Am I right?
Yes, you are definitely right.
Good. Do you think, Shakira, that you possess the qualities to effectively carry out these functions?
Of course I do. That's that's of that is in oh my wow. I believe I do. You see, when I applied to come to your castle, I had every intention of being an active student, right? When when I realized that it was going to be online, I decided that I want to give my skills, I want to portray my skills and be involved in anything possible. Also, being the treasurer of this association, I think I would do a good job because I'm very experienced. I've been a treasurer before at my past school.
Good. That is good. So you have experience, you
Yes,
have
I
the drive, you have the attitude. You're sounding like a promising candidate, Miss Shakira. Well, right now we're going to go on a break, and after which we'll continue.
okay, Miss Solnit.
And we're back with Shakera Hyatt, a candidate vying for the position of treasurer. Before we went on a break, Shakira told us about her qualities, what makes her ideal for the position of treasurer, as she has experience. She gave us an idea of who she's as a person and how she can manage money well. Now, Shakira, tell me, would you say that being mathematically inclined is advantageous to being an effective treasurer?
Well, yes, Miss Honest, um it is very, what's the word that I'm looking for? It is a necessity in my opinion because handling money will require you to calculate um different balances and such. So of course you'd have to be mathematically inclined. It is a must.
I agree. I think so too. No, I'd also like to ask you, Shakira. I'm sure you've seen the polls published by the Your Castle Student Council Association. Am I right?
Yes, I have.
No, you're not on them currently because you're a late nominee. But what are your thoughts on the poll standing?
Well, the poll standing, or are you asking about all of them or just for the treasurer nominees?
For the treasurer nominee,
Okay. Well, I think I actually got to know the persons who are running for treasurer actually. We made this group where we corresponded and such, and I think everyone who is running for treasurer is they're very good candidates. They're all responsible. I think it's going to be a tough choice for individuals to choose.
I agree. I agree. But do you think that your campaign has what it takes to push you ahead and become victorious in this race?
I think it does. I think it does. You have to be confident in a situation like this because
I agree. I
I'm
agree.
I'm a new student at this institution, and yes, I'm going to be running, so I need persons to get to know me and understand me and know what I'm all about.
Definitely, definitely, Shakira. What would you say though sets your campaign apart from your opponents in this race?
What sets my campaign apart is, I'd say, me. Me, of course, because I'm a creative individual. I'm a very creative individual. How I bring across my campaign is different. I spoke to individuals. I was talking to them on a daily basis actually. I texted people privately and they responded, and we had pretty nice conversations actually. I'm enjoying my stay at your castle, or my time at your castle rather.
That's good to hear. A happy candidate, therefore, would be a happy campaign. Am I right?
Yes, you're so right.
That's good to hear. Now, Shakira, before we go on a break, I'm going to ask you to state what sets you apart from your opponents in this race. What makes Shakira Hyatt different and unique than other treasurers running for this post?
Well, what makes me unique, Miss Honest, is my ability to be so well rounded. When I was at my past school, St. Hilda's, I was always involved. I'm not saying the other candidates aren't, but how I go about it, you would not expect me to be involved in such ways. I was a server where I handled different funds. I was what's it I was a cheerleader actually, and at that point I was responsible for a substantial amount of money where I had to do this and that. I have done a lot of activities you would not expect me to be a part of, and I can tell you, if I'm chosen to be the treasurer, I will not only stick to treasuring, of course. I'm very good at teamwork. I will be an all-round person. You can even I would even find myself helping out the secretary, the PRO. I'm all about teamwork. I'm so well-rounded.
That is great to hear, Shakira. You're flexible, you're
Yes.
qualified, you have the experience, a perfect candidate, one could say. Well,
Yes.
Shakira, after the break, we'll have your final appeal to all of your supporters and anyone who still remains undecided as to who to vote
Okay.
for. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the interviews sponsored by the York Castle Student Council Association. Now, Shakira, I'll now allow you this opportunity to speak to your followers and undecided voters as to why you are the best candidate and why you should be elected for the post of treasurer. I now hand over to you, Shakira.
Okay. Well, firstly, Miss Honest, I'd like to express my appreciation and I want to thank everyone who has been supporting me thus far actually. Um, for the persons who are undecided, I cannot I cannot force you to choose me as your candidate, as your treasurer, let's say, as your treasurer. What I bring to the table is different from what the other candidates will. As I said before, I'm well rounded, I'm a fun person, I'm responsible. That I believe are very key attributes that you need in your treasurer. I will not stick to only this. I promise you, your money will be handled so efficiently. There will not be anything. I promise. This is a promise. I promise you. I know that some of you may want to lean towards voting for a friend. I implore you to think about what that friend will do. What do you think they will do? Are they the most suitable candidate for this position? If you think so, then sure, go ahead, vote. But I'm telling you, vote for Shakira Hyatt. I believe I'm the best choice. Thank you.
We hear the confidence and we hear the conviction, Shakira. Well, thank you viewers for watching. This has been the interview sponsored by the Yarkasa High Student Council Association. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Miss Funes.
You're welcome.